Hey everybody, welcome back to the bunker. It is Wednesday, which means we get to do another awesome episode of Wild Color Wednesday. We got a pretty cool color lined up tonight. Maybe not as flashy as some of the other ones, but hey, stay tuned. We got a good color coming up. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, like I said, welcome back to the bunker. It is Wednesday. We're going to do a Wild Color Wednesday episode today. We got multi-stream going on, so let's check in and see who's online. Hey, Mr. Denny, what's up over on Facebook, Fishing with Funk? How's it going, sir? Lalito on Instagram, what's up? Yes, we are from Idaho. And also broadcasting on YouTube. So those are the three platforms we are going live from tonight. So I want to thank you all for joining me here in the bunker. If this is your first time here and you've never seen this before, what we do is we make baits in front of you live. You guys get to see how they're made. We'll talk about fishing. We'll talk about all kinds of other stuff. Anyway, at the end of the episode, we end up giving these away, running a contest. So every week we pick some winners for the Wild Color Wednesday color. We send them right to you, and hopefully you guys get out there and catch some fish with it. So anyway, want to thank you guys for joining in. Appreciate you all being here. Let me see what we got going on here. Okay. Bass Dreaming in the house. What's up? Oh, thanks, man. He says he likes the hat. So thank you. What's up? Brian Lewis in the house. What's up, dude? Awesome. Okay. Without further ado, let's go ahead and officially get this episode started. And if you guys have been here before, you know exactly how we do that. Hopefully you guys have a nice ice cold beverage. Enjoy the show this evening. We try to keep it about an hour. So if you guys need to go grab some refreshments or something to snack on while you're watching, go ahead and do that now. We'll see you right back here in just a few moments. There we go. So as far as tonight's color, I wasn't going to do this one for the longest time, and I kept thinking, it's kind of dull. It's not great. It's whatever. Mr. Callahan on Instagram, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. I kind of was talking myself out of it for a while, and hey, that's how it goes sometimes. But I think I need to share this color with you guys. I think it's that good. I've fished it myself. I can prove to its testament that it works. It's not the flashiest color in the world. However, it produces fish. So we're going to make this color tonight. I don't even think it has a name. This was a Tackle Warehouse exclusive color. I think it still is over there on some of their swim baits from Kitech. It's just a black blue flake top with a green pumpkin belly. It sounds pretty simple, but we're going to do a little bit of a bunker bait twist tonight and really load up those glitter colors on the top side, at least the blue side, or excuse me, the black blue flake. That'll be nice and flashy, but green pumpkin on the belly. So hopefully we'll have a nice contrast and go from there. Hopefully it turns out. If not, it'll be a disaster and we'll redo it anyway, and it doesn't matter. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks. Looks like, hey, Chris Waller, what's up, brother? Hey, Dad, over at Grandma's. Hi, Grandma. Love you. Thanks for tuning in. Love to see you. Miss you. Danny's in the house. What's up, brother? Joe Montana, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in, man. This is awesome. We got all kinds of folks tuning in. Good stuff. Good deal. Okay. I'm going to try to keep track of comments. If I miss your comments, sorry, I can't get to them all sometimes, but I'll do what I can. If it's an important question, please let me know. Multiple comments, hit me again, or somebody tag somebody and let me know it's something important I need to answer. Let me know. So we'll go. Hey, Mr. Callahan over on YouTube as well. Thanks, brother. Hey, Lance. What's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in. All right, if you guys just tuning in, we're going to do a laminate color with a black blue flake up top and then a green pumpkin on the bottom. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We got a lot of stuff to cover tonight, so we don't want to delay too bad. The top color, as stated, is going to be a black base with blue flake. we're really going to load up the blue flake here. Blue flake. Boy, is it one of those days I can't enunciate my words. But so straight black from Dead On Plastics. This is very potent. You don't need a ton. So we're probably going to go somewhere in the ballpark of about 30, maybe 40 drops. This is for 4 cups of plastic. I don't need a ton of this. A little bit goes a long way. There we go. Nice dark black. So you guys aren't missing out. Let me do this so you guys can see what's going on today. There we go. The other new camera we got going. Hopefully you guys can see the colors come to life there. So there's that nice, deep, rich black color. Let's add some blue flake here. Let's start with the large stuff. This is 0.040 blue hex cut. If you guys can see there, maybe it's better on the top camera. But 0.040 royal blue hex. We're really going to load this up. I mean, kind of ridiculous levels of blue flake. Let's see how that goes. And then here comes the small flake. This is the 0.015. Same color, but that is the royal blue small size, 0.015. And again, really going to load this up quite a bit. We want a lot of that blue flake shining through here. So let's give that a quick stir. Where's everybody watching from tonight? Some of the folks I know, obviously I know you guys personally, but where's maybe some of the people I don't know? Where are you guys watching from tonight? Of course, my dad already said they're over there at my grandma's place over in Illinois. I'm curious where everybody else is at this evening. Do we got all locals, or do we got anybody from further away? Oh, there we go. Look at that top color. If you guys can see that right there. Nice, bright, shiny blue flake sticking in there. You got it, Lance. Glitter sells. Okay, that's loaded up pretty good. I actually may add just a little bit more to this black. It's turning into like a smoky color, so maybe we're going to thicken up just a hair. Nothing crazy, though. Okay, I like where that's at. Top color, good to go. Let's work on the bottom color, and we're going to start off with Lure Works Old School Green Pumpkin 109. This is, well, I forget we're on this other camera, so hopefully you guys can see that right there, Green Pumpkin 109. Paul's in the house. What's up, brother? Kind of, Paul. Yeah, we can. I've actually got an idea for that. A thin blue line color. Mr. Denny's over there in Twin. Awesome. Rick, I know I said this every time we get together and I see you on here, but I actually submitted the order for the vehicle decals. So I'm going to get some 4-inch ones and some 8-inch better decals for you guys' vehicles. If you guys want to sport those and help support and spread the word of Bunker Baits, we'd appreciate that. So I finally got that order put in, Rick, and hopefully we will have those here very soon. I'll be sure to let everybody know that. Mr. Beach in the house. What's up? Danny's in Hendersonville, Nevada. What's up, Danny? That's right. We said hi to Danny earlier. Frank, you're here. We can get started. Thank you, sir. We were just waiting for you to get here. Oh, you're welcome, Paul. My pleasure. Again, I'll reiterate that. Thank you to all the veterans out there for your service. Yesterday was Veterans Day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves and had a wonderful day. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get back to this color here. I'm going to start dumping in a bunch of this green. I mean, really going to load this up. I want this color super opaque, no transparency. The only thing else I'm going to add to this is just a little bit of white to help thicken it up, and it'll actually help brighten that color just a hair. But I want to keep this a dark color. I think this is a great creature bait type color. I'm going to start off with about 15 drops of this white to really thicken this up. I think it's about 15 right there. There we go. Get that nice, good green pumpkin base. Sounds good, Rick. I'll get you down for that 8-inch decal. Absolutely, sir. You got it, Joe. God bless him. Mr. Platt's in the house. What's up? How's it going? Looks like we still got maybe a few folks over on Instagram, maybe a few over on YouTube. Glad to hear where you guys are watching from, so thanks for tuning in. Okay, I think we're good on this green pumpkin side. All we're going to do is add a little bit of this large black flake. You guys want to see it there. It's a 0.04 size. All my stickers have rubbed off my container because this is probably the most popular color of flake that I use is a large black. Okay, we're not going to go crazy on this belly side. We want the blue side to have the majority of the flashiness going on, and this other side kind of the opposite. It's kind of muted, not so loud. Mr. Around the house. What's up, Scotty? Good to see you. Good to see you again today, Scotty. Hopefully you're feeling better. Okay, let's get all that stuff out of the way. Okay, I think we're about there for the first color. So let me get these back in the microwave. Let's get them heated up. Get going on this first round here. Now I made sure with the plastic tonight that I used are a little bit, I see a little bit, it's a lot more durable, our more durable blend that we normally shoot our craws with, our tubes with, things like that. Tonight's focus is kind of creature baits. As we get into these winter months, sometimes a bigger profile, especially late fall, early winter, sometimes a bigger profile on a creature bait can land some bigger fish for you. If you guys are looking for your PBs, this is the time of year to get out there and do that. That is for sure. Let's get these cameras switched up here real quick. That way we can talk to you. But yeah, this is definitely the time of the year to get out there and catch some big fish. Didn't happen for me and my brother this last weekend. We kind of struggled a little bit in the local snow bowl, but man, it was great to see a lot of good folks down there. Got to meet some folks that have been longtime fans of Bunker Baits. Actually finally got to meet them in person, which was cool. So good to meet you guys. Folks like Dale from Twin, it was nice to meet you. And then Monday, I got to meet some more folks from down in the Twin area. Skylar, good to meet you. Zach, good to meet you. And catch up with some old faces from some Mountain Home folks that I knew for a long time. So it was nice to see a lot of familiar faces the last couple of days. Hey, you bet, Paul. My pleasure, man. No worries. I know, Lance. It's all good. This color works is why he's mad, but that's okay. I wouldn't even say mad, probably sad, because now everybody's going to have the winning color no matter where you go. This is a good one. Hey, Martin Fish on. What's up, brother? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. If you guys are just tuning in, stick with us. We're going to make some cool colors right before your very eyes, and you'll have a chance to win these baits at the end of the episode. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Awesome. Okay, let's grab the plastic here. I think we're just about ready for this first round. I've got a few molds lined up. We're going to start with some 4-inch grenadiers and some... let's do some lizards. That's what I got in the mold there, or excuse me, in the clamps already. I think that should give us a good idea of kind of what these look like. Give these one last stir. Ooh, we're nice and warm. Okay. Sometimes this thicker plastic, we need to get a little bit hotter. Mr. Fidgy in the house. What's up, Bill? Speaking of snow bowl and the familiar faces I got to see. Bill was one of them. Good to see you and Billy down there. Oh, went fishing with Sam. Nice. Oh, Martin. Okay, so I watched you guys in live today. That's awesome. So Martin over here on Instagram was over there with good friend Sam. Sam and Martin and one other guy. I don't know who the other guy was, but they were down at Swan today, just absolutely slamming the smallmouth. And they went on a live broadcast. So we got to see quite a few of their catches, which was kind of cool. Okay, let's give these one last stir, and let's get going on round one here. Heck yeah. Okay, we got our standard dual injector going. For the first round, we're going to use the regular blending block. I'm not going to go too crazy. But at some point tonight, I do want to kind of break out that swirl blending block I got. That can add some cool little features. So, all right, without further ado, let me get back to the big camera so you guys can watch this this injection process here. Hopefully you guys can see it. There we go. Good deal. All right, Paul, I got to catch up. Give me a second. All right, round one going down. We're going to put that black color up top, if I didn't say that earlier. And we're going to see how that turns out first. I don't know if we'll swap those colors throughout the night, have maybe a green top and a black belly. I don't know. We're going to see what these look like when we come out of the mold. But there's round one. Mold 2 of the first round. Again, these were lizards, our 6-inch Dracos. Okay, there's one of the grenadiers. We got one more. Awesome. Let's get these topped off here. As these molds cool, the plastic contracts and kind of draws into the mold, but we don't want to allow it any air to get in there. Last thing we want is any of the bubbles to make their way out of there. Okay, set the injector there, set that there. Okay, we are good to go for the first round. Which means, if you guys are fans of the show, been here before, right after the first round, we picked the winners from last week. So give me just one moment here, and we're going to give a shout out to last week's sponsor, Mond Malinois. If you guys joined us Last week, Mond was our we've got a youth giveaway, and then we've also got the grown-up giveaway. So we're getting ready to pick those here in just a couple of seconds. I just need to top off these molds here. We will pop over to the desktop and start picking a winners, I should say. Okay, first round done. Get those heated up for round 2, and let's pick a winner. All right. Let me see here. Looks like my Instagram feed is crapping out here. Hopefully we're back. Okay, good deal. All right, let's switch over to the desktop and get you guys over to picking some winners here. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on there. I think the audio is still good. All right, let's go over to our names. Like I said, we got 2. Let's you know what? Let's pick the let's pick the kids winner first. So we had 10 kids nominated. Let me grab all 10 names as well as the recommender or the submitter. Paste these in here. There we go. Okay, good deal. Let's shuffle these a couple of times. Awesome. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and give this wheel a spin here and find out who our youth winner was of last week's color, Green Machine. You guys missed that episode, man. That was a really cool color. Oh. Looks like Aaliyah, 6 years old, is submitted to Tim Sorrells. Let me write that down right now so I don't forget. Congratulations, Aaliyah, 6 years old. Tim, I will reach out to you shortly, and we will get you squared away and get Aaliyah over here to get her baits picked up from us. And if you guys are not local, we will mail them to you. So, again, congrats to Aaliyah on winning the youth side of the giveaway. All right, let's close these here. Now we got to copy all these names, delete them. We're going to go back over to the spreadsheet. We are going to grab our grown-up names. It looks like we had the same amount of entries for the grown-ups here. Excuse me. Let's grab all 10 names here, copy those, go back over to our wheel of names, paste the adults in. We were going to shuffle this a bunch of times. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing here. Let's keep shuffling. There we go. Okay, let's give her a spin to find out who the adult winner is. Well, there we go, Mr. Platts. Tracy Platts is the winner of the Mean Green Bundle made last week's episode of Wild Color Wednesday. Congratulations, Tracy. Tracy, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the first time you've won out here on Wild Color Wednesday. So congratulations, Stacy. Let's get back over to our main camera here. There we go. So awesome. Thanks again to Mond Malinois for being the sponsor of both the giveaways this week, the youth side and the adult side. Congratulations to both our winners, Aaliyah, 6 years old, submitted by Tim Sorrells, and Tracy Platts being the adult winner. So congratulations, Tracy. Tracy, I think you're on tonight with us. Hopefully you got to see that. There we go. There we go. Mond's asking who our sponsor is this week, and we do not have one this week. So we're going to run solo this week and help promote a little bit of ourselves. More to come on that right after we finish round 2. We'll talk about how to enter the giveaway for this week. Oh, you're welcome, Tracy. My pleasure, man. So congratulations. If you guys are interested in the giveaway for this week, make sure you guys stay tuned. After round 2, we'll tell you how to get entered into this week's giveaway. Make sure you guys stay tuned. All right. I think we are cold enough to start opening up some blending blocks at least. I think the molds are starting to get cooling off. Okay, here we go. Look at these colors. If you guys can see either side, if it'll focus here. This is what comes out of our blending block here. So check out that black with that blue flake and that nice green pumpkin color. I'm curious to see what these are going to look like when we pull them out of the mold here. I know Lance and some other folks are probably cussing my name for showing you guys this color. It's a good one, but it's all right. I want you guys to catch fish. That's the secret here. That's all we're trying to do is help you guys get some more fish in the boat. So, all right. Injector's clear. Let's get this lubed up for the next one. Bass and Sheep is back on. What's up, brother? Hey, thanks, Martin. Yeah, congratulations to the winners. Skylar's in the house. What's up, brother? Oh, Mon, you want to jump on again this week? Maybe we'll do a two-part sponsor. I don't know. Let me think that, Paul. I don't want to take away from you. We were just going to help promote some of our own stuff. But don't worry, Paul. We'll get you in on the next one, I think. I don't want to take anything away from you guys this week if we're trying to help promote ourselves. All right. With that said, let's go ahead and get going on round one. Bruce Frog, that seems like a decent name, Tracy. We don't really have a name for this. All I've ever seen it as is black over green pumpkin. So we'll see what's up. Yeah, it was good to see Bass and Sheep over there on Instagram. Saying it was good to see us at the Snow Bowl. Actually went to high school with Glenn. So yeah, definitely good to see you, bud. All right, here is, maybe it's better if you guys see it on this camera. I think you guys can see that better. So there's the belly side of the first one I opened of the lizards here. Let's see what these actually look like when we start flipping it over. Look at that nice shiny blue. Ooh, that's looking cool. You guys see that there? It's blending in the appendages, the colors there. You see a nice blue flake. There's the belly side again. Right, Skylar? Oh, man. Okay, there is the first one. We got one more of the lizards to open up here. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that one opened up on the belly side too. We'll show you that nice reveal coming out. Man, I tell you what, it looks pretty basic, really. If you're thinking about the color itself, it looks pretty basic, but you want to talk about effective. Probably no matter what body of water you go to, these are going to catch fish. So, all right, so far, happy with the lizards. Let's check out these grenadiers. Like I said, we poured some 4-inchers here. Let's see what these turn out. I think so, Skylar. Yeah, Lance, you said that again. We struggled for sure at the Snow Bowl, but it is what it is, I guess. Can't win them all the time. All right, there's that nice green pumpkin side on the grenadiers. These beaver style baits. Check out that top. Here we go. Look at that reveal. You guys see these? Nice, bright blue. I'm liking that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. All right, so let's highlight this here. Last week's sponsor, Malinois, saying they still got some really good pups left over that really need a good home. Says they've been jumping in the puppy pool too. Check out those colors right here for the grenadier. So if you guys are interested in any Malinois or any pup for that matter, definitely hit up Mon Malinois. I know any of your purchases of a pup over there. Paul's going to throw in some lessons. So if you guys are interested in getting some lessons for your pup, definitely hit Paul up over there, and he'll get you guys squared away with an awesome pup. You get to meet him, and then he'll help you out as far as your first part of the training, things like that. So definitely hit Paul up if you are interested in any pup at all. I know he can be the one to fill you in on the temperament of Malinois and how good protective dogs they can be, and how easy it can be to train those types of pups too. So definitely hit Paul up over there. Thanks again, Paul. Appreciate you being a sponsor always and a supporter of the show. Forgive me, I'm trying to get these baits hung up here so we can move on to round 2 here. Okay, there we go. We got hung up. Get some molds out of the way. We got to load up the second round of molds. Let's see what we got here. Right, Skylar. All right, next one. I want to see what these are going to look like. We're going to do some platoon leaders and the big old tankers. We haven't done those in a while on Wild Color Wednesday, but tanker is the biggest craw that we offer here at Bunker Baits. It's a full 4-inch flipping craw. If you want to go big or go home and throw a 1-inch, or excuse me, a 4-inch craw on like the back of a 1 ounce, 1 1/4 ounce big old jig, this is the one you want. But it's definitely, it's the same profile as the Jarhead, just a little bit bigger. It works. I tell you what, if you're just looking for a good bait to throw on just to flip with by itself, it definitely will get the job done. Let me grab my gloves here and we're going to knock out round 2. Mr. Cernus, what's up, brother? Bruce Pumpkin. Bass and Sheep says over on Instagram, I wanted to thank Bunker Baits for donating the baits and pens and koozies for the raffle. Absolutely, my pleasure. We threw together a little gift pack for the Snow Bowl this last weekend. Quite a bit of the baits and hats got raffled off as a fundraiser for the youth bass organizations here in the state, both the Bass Federation side and Bass Nation. They both received a little bit of money. So I want to thank Mountain Home Hog Hunters for being the host down there this last weekend at the Snowball. Man, you guys do an excellent job running that thing every single time. So I want to appreciate y'all. It doesn't come easy. And I know the effort level is at a maximum. So I want to thank you guys. Okay, I think we are warm enough for round 2 here. Let's get going. Okay, platoon leaders and the big old tankers. Round 2. Let's get, oh, you guys can still see. I like this camera angle right here. Okay, this one will work. Here we go. Round 2. Going down. Ooh, I probably should have warmed up the plastic a little bit more. Feels a little bit thicker, but that's okay. Sometimes you want it a little bit cooler, fresh, especially for big baits like the platoon leaders, which we're shooting right now. Cooler temps generally mean a little bit cleaner lines on your laminates. If you guys are bait makers yourself and you want to get, kind of dialed in to bait making and what you need to do, that is a pro tip there, I guess, is temperature kind of regulates the cleanliness of your pour. Okay, there's one tanker. We got one more of those. We're getting cool fast, so I'm going to cheat and really try to push this out. There we go. Get these topped off. I think out of all of our baits, that platoon leader, the stick bait, takes the most amount of plastic. Well, we barely just had enough there. That was close. Okay, let's keep topping these off. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on those. What I forgot to do is put up a link here. Oh, you can see my ugly mug. Thanks, Lance. Appreciate you. Let me grab, I need to grab the link to the Bunker Baits Facebook page. I slipped up on that and didn't get that. Give me 1 second here. Copy that. Let's get back over here. Okay, so what I want you guys to do to enter the giveaway for this week, as I'm talking here, is I'm going to post the link to our Facebook page. All I want you guys to do is help share the page, get some more people following. We really want to try to get close to 4,000 followers by the end of the year. So that's what we're going to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the link in here to the Bunker Baits Facebook page. So you guys can go over there, give us a like and a follow. And then at the top right corner of our page, there's going to be 3 dots. You're going to click on that, go down to invite friends, then select all, send. Once you're done with that, you're going to come back over here. You're going to write done. And we need a kind of a keyword, a color, I guess, to decide on what's going to be the keyword. Let's hear some names for this color you guys got for this wonderful concoction we put together this evening. You guys got a decent name for it? I know we saw Bruised Pumpkin. There was, what else did we see? Oh, there was one more I saw. Bruised Frog, that's what it was. Tracy said Bruised Frog. I don't know. Let's hear what else you guys want to call this color tonight. Like I said, I don't think commercially it's available with a name. It just says Black Blue Flake over Green Pumpkin. So let's give this awesome color a name tonight. And maybe we just add this to the lineup of the Bunker Baits colors available in some of our bigger baits, like the Tanker and the Jarhead, and maybe some of our tubes. We got some tube molds coming later this evening, so that'll be, ooh, Black Magic. I like that, Rick Denny. Green Blue Master Sergeants. Okay, kind of like that. Wicked. Brian Lewis, I like that. You know what? That is pretty wicked. Brian, let's go ahead and call it. Mr. Lewis has got it. Tonight's color is going to be called Wicked, because I think it looks pretty dang wicked, and it works like it is wicked. It's got some evil spells working in your favor. So that'll be tonight's color is Wicked. So that's how we get her done in the giveaway this week. Head over to the Facebook page for Bunker Baits. I'll post this up one more time real quick. Throw that link in there. Head over to the Bunker Baits Facebook page. Make sure you guys share that. Invite all your friends to come like and follow. Once you're done, come back over here, write done, and the keyword tonight is Wicked. So done space Wicked, W-I-C-K-E-D. That'll get you entered into the giveaway this week on any platform we've got. So it doesn't have to be just Facebook. I know some of you folks don't have Facebook. That's fine. Do what you can to try to help out. If you want to share the Instagram page, that's fine. If you want to share the YouTube channel, that's fine. Just share one of our 3 social media platforms. I know I threw the Facebook post in there. Let me see if I can get, actually, I can probably get the other ones too. here is, if you guys can see it, there's the Instagram page. All right, Mr. Denny is in. All right, Lance, have a good night, brother. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Evening, Mr. Peterson. He says good evening, except for except for Lance. Oh man. Blupkin. That's a different name. Blue pumpkin. Kind of like a blue pumpkin. Is that going to turn into like a blue waffle thing? I just showed my age. If you guys don't know what that is. All right, Mike Hubby in the house. What's up? He's in there to the giveaway. Jennifer's in for the giveaway. Ricky Peterson's in. Kylie's in. Heck yeah. Fishing with Funk's in. Look at them rolling in. Awesome. Good deal. Tracy hopped over to the Instagram side too. Thank you so much for viewing on multiple platforms. If you guys really want to help us out, you can do that. If you have a couple different devices in your house, you can run the TV, the phone, the iPad, you name it. Hit us up on multiple channels. We get all kinds of viewers. That would definitely help us up. Ricky got what I was saying. I definitely, like I said, showed my age there, but that's okay. Oh well, that was something to be aware of back in the day, the old blue waffle. Anyway, let's get going here. Empty out the blending block. Lex is in. Awesome. Mr. Lewis is in. Credit for the name tonight goes to Mr. Brian Lewis. So that's an awesome name. Wicked it is. Okay, we are almost ready to check out round 2 and then load up round 3 as we keep going here. Starting to cool off out here a little bit. I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a warm day today. I know a couple of friends of mine went fishing today. Speaking of them, there he is, Mr. Marvin. How was the fishing today, bud? All right, Sam's entered in. Paul's entered in. Good deal. Kylie says, I don't know, do you guys believe this? We'll see. Kylie says her dad will buy her a Bunker Baits hat. She really loves this color right here. Come by, put one aside for it. Absolutely. I will do that for you, Kylie. No worries. I'll check with your dad and make sure that's factual, but either way, we'll get you a hat one way or the other. Speaking of hats, before I open these real quick, I want to show you guys. We got a new order in. This was our most popular hat last time we did this. This was the Multicam Alpine. Let me pull one out here to actually show you guys if you've never seen our nice white, pretty awesome, cool hats. These are made right here in Kuna, a local company. We're going to highlight them next week. But Snowblade Precision, they've been helping us out lately with a lot of our apparel. But we just got these back in stock. And here's the cool thing. These new ones right here, let me show you. Small, medium size. I've got 3 of the small mediums in this color and then 6 more in the large, extra large. So if you guys like the white Multicam Alpine, we just uploaded the quantities on the website. You guys can order them there. And then the other thing we showed you last week briefly is I've got the beanies up there. I know a lot of you guys last week commented, hey, I'll take one. Oh, hey, I'll take one. I have not had a chance to go back and run through the comments, but they are live on the website. If you guys just want to buy one direct from the website, the beanies are up in the Bunker Bait swag category. Head over to bunkerbaits.com. Check out the apparel over there. And we would love to get you guys squared away with one type of hat or another. All right. We got a few folks over on the Instagram side getting in the giveaway. Oh, sweet. Awesome. Good deal. Getting all kinds of folks in there. Tracy asked, how do you share on Instagram? Dude, I wish I knew. I'm one of the dinosaurs that's not quite up to speed on IG. So if anybody wants to help Tracy out over on the Instagram side, how do you share the page there? Look at me talking away and not even showing you guys opening molds as I'm not even showing you the baits. But here are the platoon leaders. Check out that green pumpkin side here. There's the blue side. As you rotate these, check these out. So the line stayed pretty clean for the most part as far as the top and bottom laminate, but you got a little bit of blurring there, which I think that actually probably helps some of the look of the lure. Hopefully that looks good to you guys. So liking the platoon leaders, not too bad. A little bit more blending than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I thought they were going to be a little bit cleaner lines with as cool as I had that plastic, but that's okay. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. All right, Bass and Sheep is in the giveaway. Bass and Sheep's tagging some folks. That's something else to mention. If you guys want to tag a few friends in the comments, help get a few more viewers out here, that would be amazing. Ooh, check out the tankers in this awesome, look at that top blue color. What I think is cool is look at the, if you guys look at the the claws there. You can actually see some of the blue flakes coming out on the belly. Man, the tankers look good too. Okay, I got one more of those to open. Thanks, Joey. Appreciate you. Thanks, Julie. How's it going, Julie? You feeling okay, Julie? Hopefully you're feeling better. That was kind of crazy. Good friend of ours, Julie, had to go in for some emergency surgery, but glad to hear that things are doing better. Hopefully you're back home last week, as of Wednesday last week, I thought. Wednesday night, so hopefully you guys are doing good. Oh, man, hitting buttons here. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. Ooh, Frank wants to see him in a swirl. We've got it in the mix. You know what? While I'm thinking of it, let's warm up that blending block here. Okay, let me get this round hung up real quick. If you guys are just tuning in or got tagged in the comments, you're really not sure why you're here. This is Wild Color Wednesday. We do a weekly episode here in the bunker where we try to make some, well, wild colors. And what we do is we make them in front of your face. You guys get to see them firsthand, how they're made. And then by the end of the episode, we generally talk about the contest and how to win these baits. And then you have all week to enter the contest. And then a week later, during next week's episode, we actually pick the winners. So the winner this week from the adult side was Tracy Platts. We also ran a youth deal last week. Aaliyah, age 6, she was the winner of the kid stuff for last week's Mean Green. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that awesome color. I'll show you guys that here. There's a whole tray of a bunch of Mean Green baits. One of my favorites is the 5-inch Serpent Shad right there. Well, maybe you guys can see it better on this side, but these are one of my favorite baits that we make, this style right here. James Duncan in the house. What's up, brother? Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you. All right, Tracy's entered in the giveaway. Mike Mays is in the house. What's up? Thanks for tuning in, dude. If you guys are trying to get into the giveaway this week for this awesome black blue flake over green pumpkin color, make sure you guys head over to our Facebook page, the Instagram page, or our YouTube page. You're going to share it, invite your friends, try to invite some followers. Any of those platforms, doesn't matter. Try to get your friends over there to watch it. And then come back over here and write done. And the keyword is wicked. That is tonight's color. Wicked color is probably an understatement. I think it's going to work good for you. But that is how you enter in the giveaway this week. Let me grab the plastic. We'll get going on round 3 here. So am I, Tracy. Tracy says over there on Instagram that he's a total dinosaur. And I tell you what, man, I am not far off from also being in that same category. I try. I'm just glad there's YouTube that I can look things up and figure out how to do things. Sam, I know you've got some experience in looking up YouTube on how to do things. A little fun there, but dude, nothing much, man. Just getting prepped for 2026 season. James asking how things are going. James, did you wrap up your season already? All right, Mr. Cernich is in the giveaway. Good deal. Dan Dobransky's hopping on. He says, how do we win? Or excuse me, how do we enter this week? Let me show that here. How do we enter this week? So if you guys are just tuning in, just saw it, all you guys got to do is head over to any of the social media channels. Make sure you guys share them. You can share the Instagram page. You can tag people, try to invite people over to the page. You can do it on the Facebook side. You can invite friends, or on YouTube, help share the channel. You could even grab like our YouTube channel and share it on Facebook. You can grab our IG address and share that on Facebook, or however you guys want to do it. As long as you guys are sharing stuff about us and get some more folks over here, we'd love to show some more folks how we make some cool stuff behind the scenes here and give away baits. But that's all you got to do. Once you're done, come back over here. You're going to write done and then the keyword wicked. That's tonight's color. All right, Julie's in. Mike's in. Cody Elmore, what's up, dude? Just a little bit, Sam. Got to poke a little bit of fun. I do the same thing, man. If I don't know how to fix something, I'm going to look it up on YouTube. So I got no room to make fun of anybody, really. Oh, good deal, James. Awesome, man. Good deal. Oh, okay. Let me grab my gloves, and we're going to grab the hot plastic. Hopefully it's still hot. We started yakking too long on that one, or excuse me, this last round. Yeah, we got cooled off a little bit. Let me give these a stir. Put them back in for another minute or so. And then we are going to start shooting. You know what? 30 seconds should work. Okay, we got those going. Round 3. So what we're going to do for round 3 as far as the baits go, we're going to do some of our warthogs, which is my probably absolute favorite in this color. And then I want to see what these are going to look like in the frogs. But I tell you what, Frank said it. Let's do a swirl. I want to see what the swirl is going to come out with the frogs and the brush hog. So let's use the swirl blending block. See how much it is. Tracy, you're not that much older than me. Oh no, that was Bass and Cheap that said that. I read the wrong comment there. Bass and Cheap is probably 2 years older than I am, if I had to guess. Somewhere in there. Oh man, good deal. All right, let's see if our plastic is warm enough for this next round here. And like I said, we're going to use the swirl blending block and see what kind of color that gives us in the warthog profile and our scuba frog. Give this plastic a little more good spin here. Make sure we're plenty hot. Oh yeah, we're good to go there. Okay, hopefully you guys can see everything. Okay, looks like the camera angle is good. This is our other blending block. This is the one that gives us the swirl effect. Let's get that loaded in. Grab our dual injector and let's get going to round 3 here. Oh, we're the same age. I was born in 82 as well. October 82. Oh, thanks, Paul. Appreciate you. Thanks, dude. Awesome. It's starting to get gray, Tracy. I can't get rid of it. All right, round 3. Here we go. Okay, plenty of plastic. And here we go. Okay, there's round 1. First mold of round 3, I should say. First mold of round 3. Okay, got one more warthog to go. This blending block, we got to push a little bit harder. It's got smaller channels. No, Paul, they're still working. They look like crap as far as the gloves go, but they're working just fine. Still holding up their heat properties, keeping me from burning the crap out of myself. Okay, here comes the frogs. Oh, it's taking both arms to really get this thing full. Maybe I should have had a little bit warmer plastic. Okay, there we go. We got all 4 full. Let's top these off here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. Man, who thought making baits was quite the workout? You're right, Scott. Always a spare is definitely nice. 1 is none, 2 is 1 kind of thing. Okay, so Bass and Cheap is not that much older than me. What, 6 months? Maybe? Not too bad. I still remember playing baseball with you, Hooter, back in the day. Okay. Oh, I need one of those back. I thought we were ready to keep going for round 4 here, and I forgot the frog molds like to drink so much plastic, it's hard to keep up with it. Hopefully we didn't pull some air bubbles in there. Okay, there we go. Okay, get those heating up for round 4 here. All right. Frank, what year were you born? 82 seems like a long time ago. And if you're saying I'm a little kid, man, who knows? Who knows? Anyway, all right. So what else we got going on? We're waiting for these to cool off. We got the plastic going on. We talked about the hats. We talked about the beanies. We got those going. We talked about Snowball a little bit. Oh, for you guys, I know Dan's on. Dan, you've got a package here to pick up. The Morning Dawn winning color for a couple weeks ago. And then Carlos, if you tune in, got your stuff packaged up from last week. He was the winner of the Goblinator that we did 2 weeks ago. So you guys want your stuff from a couple weeks ago, definitely come on over whenever. Dan, if you bring that, if you come over this week, Friday, if you can bring that jig mold back over, that would be awesome. I got a few to pour. Okay, here we go. Bunch of youngsters, they say. Frank said he graduated in 82, the year I was born. Okay, sorry, Frank. I won't point it out. Too bad then. It is what it is. So be it. All right, here we go. I'm going to open up the blending block here. This is the swirl one. If you guys have never seen the inside of this, this is kind of cool engineering. The folks over at Angling AI have figured out how to mill out kind of this chunk of plastic here. This is one side. You've got the other side that is basically the opposite and shoots it from the other side. And then you have a little plate here that helps separate the colors and keep them from blending too bad. And you get that nice swirl effect. I'm hopeful that this is going to look good here in just a second when I open this, but you never know. Sometimes it's a total crapshoot and it doesn't quite turn out. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Time sure goes fast. And before you know it, all the fun stuff's over. And then you get to be adults the rest of your life. But hey, at least as an adult, you can buy a boat and go fishing. So at least there's that. Rick Denny said he was born in 1950. I'm going to pull this up here. Rick Denny might have all of us graduated in 73. And he says we are all still pups. So, all right, Mr. Denny, I think you got us. Is he the oldest viewer we got? Hey, Mike, what's up, brother? Mr. Simon, got to talk to you earlier today. Yeah, Dan, you got the winner for those colors. And then I've got one of your orders as well from a previous color. I think it was one of the original bluegill colors. That was cut a few weeks ago, but it's all good. All right, injectors are clear. Blending block is clear. Let's open some molds here. I think we're cold enough. Let's get going. Nice. Appreciate you folks still tuning in and staying with me. This is round 3. And okay, here we go. I'm excited about how this swirl looks. It might be best if I show you right here up close and personal to this camera. Again, let me get back over there. Let me swap this to the bigger side. Hopefully. There we go. You get a little bit better view. So there it is, but look at the difference throughout the body. You get a mix of the blues, the greens there. Let me grab another worm. You can see that real good mix and that swirl kind of all over the place. So those I am pretty happy with. Can't complain. We got one more of those to open up. Let's see what they turned out like. Fishing with Funk says he had a miracle back in 72. For you guys who don't know, Rick Denny is Rick Funk's dad. So I guess it was a miracle, Mr. Funk. Check those out right there. They look pretty good right in the mold. Nice. I'm happy with tonight's color. I don't know. You guys like it? Like I said at the beginning, it's not as flashy as some of the other colors that we've done previously here in the bunker. But this is probably one of the most effective colors that we have ever made here. And I think we should add these into maybe a new line of colors that maybe we call the Pro Series. Just an idea I've been kicking around lately. Oh, Bass and Cheap says over on the Instagram side, yesterday was Veterans Day. I wanted to thank you for your service and all other veterans tuning in. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Many of us joining this evening are veterans, so thank you guys again for your service. I know some of the recognition doesn't justify what some of you guys have done and sacrificed in your military careers, but either way, I'd like to say thank you as well. Thank you for your service. I tell you what, here is that that frog swirl. Look at the blending of the colors. Doesn't matter where you're looking on this bait, you get a little bit of everything on both sides. We get the blending in the legs there. What do you guys think about the frog color? I like that swirl blending block. That stuff, that thing can make some good stuff as far as colors go. Okay, Frank wants the warthogs. Got you, Frank. Oh, Mr. Cerner said the first bass he ever caught was on a color similar to this. I like it. Jarhead in a tube. You got it, Cody. Look at those right there. I was going to show you in this camera here if you guys can actually see that. Maybe it's better in this one. This one actually kind of shows it a little bit better. Nice blending all the way through. Cool little color. Let me get these hung up and we will get ready for round 4, which will be our 4th and final this week. While I'm grabbing the plastic, let's reiterate one more time how to enter in the giveaway this week. You're going to go to any of our social media channels. Does not matter whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Go to any of those channels, and you are going to share it. It doesn't matter if you copy the link from YouTube and post it on Facebook, or if you invite somebody to Instagram or share the page with somebody on Instagram through their messaging. Doesn't matter. If you can share any of our social media platforms with some friends, try to get them to follow and come along with us. Once you're done with that, come over here back to this live feed and write done. And the keyword is wicked. That is this week's color, because I think this color is pretty darn wicked itself. Thanks, Mr. Lewis, for being the name winner this week. Maybe that'll transition to winning next week. Who knows? Okay, good to go, good to go. All right, last but not least this week, we have got the jar head mold lined up, and we're going to shoot some tubes, the 4-inch toe tubes. We are going to shoot those as well. I'm going to cheat just a little bit and try to warm up some of these tube molds. I meant to do that a little bit earlier. So I'm going to cheat and raise the temp. I got a little hot plate over here to help preheat some molds. I think we need to go just a little bit warmer. And we're going to bring back the conventional blending block. We're not going to use the swirl on this one, I don't think. Okay, it looks like our green pumpkin side could use about 30 more seconds, but it looks like our blue side is good to go. Let me get this one going. And since we have an awesome break in the action, might as well wet the old whistle. Oh, man, good to go there. Sweet. All right, Tim's in. What's up, Tim? How you doing, sir? Good deal. Yeah, Paul's got a warehouse of baits for you, Tim, whenever you make it back. Okay, grab these tube molds here real quick. Get those lined up. Good, 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 good. Grab our green pumpkin color, and we are going to shoot the 4th and final round tonight. Uh-oh. There we go. Thought I was out of lighter fluid in my torch here. But... Okay, jar heads in tubes coming up right now. Here we go. I'm going to shoot the tubes first because those are the most sensitive when it comes to temperature, to try to get the tails to fill all the way. So we're going to shoot that one, and then we will knock out the jar head. So here goes the tubes. There's one. And these are the bigger tubes, the 4-inch equivalent of a triple dip tube as far as the thickness on the head there. But definitely one of my favorite flipping baits. If you guys are looking for a big tube to flip in the brush, especially over at Lowell, cannot wait to see what this color is going to look like. Nice. Okay, that seemed like a good pour for the 4th round. Oh, I can hear my dog wanting to come out. Oh, I smacked the camera. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. We're going to let the mascot of the bunker come back out. What's up, buddy? Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Can you jump up? Oh, they can see you on the big camera right up here. Good boy. Sit. Shake. Yeah, good boy. All right, watch out. We got hot plastic. Okay, go. Good deal. All right. Oh, those jar heads are drinking some plastic. Goodness. Okay. We will have these open momentarily. What else was I going to talk about today? Let me check out my list here. Oh, I found out on Monday where I'm heading. I don't know if, I know some of you guys know, but maybe all of you don't know that I did well enough last year at the TBF regionals that I qualified for nationals. And we finally figured out, or they announced, where I'll be heading next spring. So mid-March next year, we'll be going over to Pickwick Lake in Northwest Alabama. I'll be representing Idaho at the TBF National Championship. So wish me luck on that. More so hopes and prayers and thoughts of safe travels, more importantly. Getting there, it's 29 hours to drive to Pickwick from here in the Treasure Valley in Idaho. So yeah, 29 hours on the road is not something I'm very much looking forward to, but will be more than worth it once we get there and actually get to participate in the event. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Jarheads wouldn't drink anything. Dan, there's probably no alcohol left in the world after Monday night. I'm sure the Marines celebrated the 250th birthday of the Marine Corps by drinking every ounce of alcohol they could find within a 50-mile radius of each Marine that's out there, probably. If I remember anything about Marine Corps birthday nights is don't try to outdrink them. They'll give you a run for the money. All right, let me get these out of the way here. I think we are just about ready to open up the molds here. I'm going to try to cheat. I try to keep them cold while we're doing the live so they go very fast. Mr. Epler in the house. What's up, dude? Nick, I'd like that challenge. Get with me, bud. Shoot me a text or something. Let's talk. I could probably make a pretty soft tube, honestly, like a finesse tube type deal. Love to give a shot at that. Mr. Felty in the house. What's up, Chris? Oh, thanks, dude. I'm looking forward to it. I watched some videos, did some research already on Pickwick since Monday. Great fishery. Seen some amazing bags come out of that. Recently, there's been some really good bags. There's been some MLS Toyota Series events there recently. Elite Series has been there a couple of times in the last 10 years. Excuse me. I'm definitely looking forward to the fishery. It's going to be great. And I think it's going to help set up, especially the guys from Idaho, more of a riffer current fishery that will definitely help us out, I think. Oh, James, let me know, dude. That's awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, thanks, Tracy. It's going to be crazy. All right, Mr. Felty is in the giveaway. Thanks, Chris. James, I'll hit you up tomorrow if that's cool. Let's see if we can get something figured out there. Awesome. Okay, I think we are just about ready to go. Look at that. We got about 2 minutes left before it's 8 o'clock. I think we're going to keep this under 2 hours exactly. Without further ado, let's check out one of my all-time favorites, the Jarhead. There's the belly side right there. That nice green pumpkin color. Let's check out what this looks like right here as we start opening up this top color. Ooh, look at those. So you got blue up top, little green claws coming out. Okay. This might be my favorite so far tonight. Check out the claws there and that green that's coming through. I like him. Oh, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, dude. Awesome. Okay, we got one more of the Jarheads to open up here. Again, these are just phenomenal baits, extremely versatile, and by far the best jig trailer I've ever used. Ever. Can't talk about a Jarhead good enough. It's just, it's helped me catch a lot of fish this year. So, all right, here comes the tubes. If you guys have seen me do these tubes before on air, it takes just a second here. I'm only going to open one on the air because it takes a while. I've got my air compressor ready to go. But these inserts have the splines, so you don't actually have to cut the tails on this tube mold. You can see them film there. Of course, I'll pull one up here. You guys can see the black and blue on the other side. But what I like to do is I take an air compressor. Hopefully this is not too loud for you. I got a different air compressor, but it helps get the tails out of the mold a lot easier using compressed air. It's a lot faster than trying to grab it with your fingernail or a toothbrush or anything like that. You might need to crank up that PSI just a little bit. There we go. Okay, I got one more to go, and then we can actually show you the tubes. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you. Okay, here we go. 1 4-inch flipping tube coming out of the mold with the tails already cut straight out of it. Check those out right there. There's that top blue color. There's the underside of the green pumpkin. Look at that, how that color molds together in the tails there. I don't know. What do you guys think about the tubes? You can see it over there on that camera too, if it'll focus. There we go. Check those out. Woohoo! I like them. Joe says he likes them. They look sexy. What do I know? What do you guys think? You guys like the color tonight? Wicked may live up to its name. I think it'll be pretty good. thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Want to just say I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me here in the bunker. It's always a good time on my side. Hopefully you guys had a good time on your end. Look forward to this every week. I really do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Can't wait to show you guys some more colors in the future. Definitely tune in every week. You don't want to miss it. Congrats again to the winners, Tracy Platts, winning last week's color, as well as the youth winner, Aaliyah, 6 years old. Yeah, there we go. 6 years old. Tim Sorrell, I'll get with you about getting Aaliyah's baits to her. So again, thank you guys. Enjoy your night. Have a wonderful evening. If you can, get out and do some fishing before it gets too dang cold. But ice fishing is right around the corner if you're into that kind of stuff. So anyway, thank you guys again. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next weekend.